He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to another story time. Welcome to, you got me dressed like anniversary. Or you got me dressed like church anniversary. So, y'all have met Nia. Nia has been in quite a few stories. When y'all first was introduced to Nia, I hadn't given her a name yet, I don't think. I think I just called her best friend at this point. But Nia is the very first time that you were introduced to Nia, if I'm not mistaken, I have to look. I really think it's I have scabies. I really think that was the very first time you was introduced to Nia before like the middle school stuff. If I'm not mistaken. I have to look. I have to look at the timeline. But and if it's not, I'll tell you like the first story that, you know, she came up in. But I really believe like the first story was I have scabies and I didn't give her a name yet. I don't know. Anyway, but I have scabies is definitely prevalent to this story because in the end you hear me say, you know, she had started you know, she had became like a minister, or I think her name is like evangelist. She's an evangelist. So she had became an evangelist, and so she had started doing like speaking engagements and preaching and stuff all over the place or whatever. And so at this point in time, like we did not live in the same city. And so she had always said, like, whenever you come in town, or if you know, if you if I have something going on when you come in town, like you need to come, you know, you need to come hear me speak. You need to come hear me speak. I want you to come hear me speak. Well, first of all, I'm a skeptic now because you run your mouth too much, and your mama done called me and cussed me out. If you watch I Have Scabies, you will hear how your mama called me. Her mama called me and cussed me out about something that had happened 20 years ago about me sneaking her back in the house drunk. Cause you up there ministering to the childrens and telling the childrens that, you know, I've done some stuff too. Like my friend snuck me in the house. Girl, out of all the stories in the world to tell why you want to minister to the childrens, you involve me? You involve me? You told me? You telling on me? Like what? You couldn't come up with nothing else. You couldn't come up with nothing else out of all the 1,005,999,008,000 stories that you could have told. You told on me. You told on me. Clearly, because your mama called me. You in the house and she calling me. Millions of miles away. Saying, you snuck me in the house drunk, Angel? So I'm already skeptic. I'm already looking at you side eye because it's like, girl, why you want me to come to one of your engagements? What you want to do? You want to use me as an example? And I'm not the person that you want to use as an example. I'm not the friend you want to have on speakerphone. I'm not the friend you want to use an example in church because, baby, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. And if you're going to tell a story and you try to skip it over and try to make it look like me, babe, I'm going to embarrass you because I'm going to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. It's not going to be a good look. I'm just saying. So anyway, so I was like, girl, I'm a little skeptic. I don't know if I want to come to your one of your little situations because of how you left me hanging. And she was like, I didn't mean it like that. I was literally just ministering to the youth. And she was like, and I was being led by the Spirit, where the Holy Spirit should have led you down another avenue, because why would you throw me under the bus? Just saying. Anyway, so I was like, let me think about it. Like, you know, just let me know when y'all got something going on, and then I'll see if I can make it. And I think at this point in time, did they have their own church? I think they had their own church. Oh, this was right before they had their own church, and like her husband became like the pastor, I think. Cause this is like, that's what I was like in the story time. He ain't my man. I was like, I wanted to call him pastor because that's what Green Eyes used to call him. Hey, pastor. Like she used to call him pastor. So that stuff, I was like, I should call him pastor, but you know, I'm trying to think, did they have their own church? I don't remember, to be totally honest. I don't know if they had their own church or they were starting to get their own church. I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, girl, yeah, let me think about it. So then at this point in time, as I told y'all, like my life be life, and I told y'all, in the setup, one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. So at this point in time, I think, am I visiting? I don't know if I'm visiting or am I just at my mama's house at this point in time, because baby, every time as I told y'all, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, like it's about to flow. Everything's gonna be good. It's like, no, that's not happening. No, what you thought? What you thought? So I don't know if I'm visiting or if I'm at my mama's house at this point in time. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So at this point in time, like I know it's I think maybe it's like a week or two before the engagement. And so she was like, you here? I had to be there. I had to be there. Seemed like it was something going on that I was there. I don't think my mom was sick yet. I don't know. Maybe I was home. I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, so I think I was home because I remember, seemed like I remember her saying, you're here and I have this engagement that's coming up on Saturday, so I want you to come hear me speak. You don't never hear me speak. You don't never. No, I was visiting. I was visiting because I always hear this from my friends who still live at home. You don't ever spend time with me. Every time you come here, you're in and out. It's never enough time. Every time, like it's like a quick, fast, and a hurry thing. And here's the thing: like I don't think my friends realize like my point of view, right? When I'm coming in town, I'm trying to hit everybody. I'm trying to give everybody a specific amount of time. It may not be the amount of time that y'all want, but I'm trying to get everybody a specific amount of time because I want to see them, right? And this was before my mom died. I want to see you. I want to spend a little time with you, catch up or whatever, because I'm barely in town. I'm barely in town because at this point in time, my mom still have her house, and the house is full of trauma for me. My body does not relax. No matter how hard I tried, I could not sleep. My body would go into shakes. I would jump. I would grind my teeth so bad. My jaw would hurt. Like it literally, and I don't think people realized that. It was like, yeah. And so now when I go in town, I'm still trying to hit everybody. I'm still trying to give everybody sometime like a certain amount of time, but it's always like I'm pulled in different directions. And it's like if I don't spend this amount of time with this person, they feel some type of way. Or if I go over here and I'm trying to make this work, like I'm trying to make everybody happy, and I always end up losing. Trying to make everybody happy. And at this point in time, I ain't even coming. Like it's like I ain't even coming. It's like, ooh. Anyway, but it's like I heard that all the time. It's like, you barely come in town, and I barely came in town because, like, yeah, me and my mama wasn't. I mean, we were cool, but it wasn't like that because she couldn't understand why I couldn't why I couldn't sleep in the house, because she would always say like, well, I mean, I know those things happened to you, but the house didn't do anything to you. And it was like, my body knows this house. Like my body knows, even in my own joint, every coming up to summer months, like I jumped in my sleep so bad, and Ty didn't get it until he saw it. And a lot of times I wouldn't. I'm kind of getting off subject, but I wouldn't. I'm not. It kind of meshes. No, it meshes. And a lot of times, like I wouldn't stay with, like when I'm dating somebody, I wouldn't go spend the night because it was like I don't want this man to see me jumping in my sleep because he gonna laugh at me. And I had one one year, it was like He was going through some things, and so he ended up being there, and it was like, I told him, like, you can come here because, like, you going through some things right now, and I'd rather you be here than to be behind the wheel doing some crazy ass shit, crazy ass stuff. And it so happened, like, one of the nights is like, I'm fighting in my sleep. And he ended up like waking me up and saying like, hey, you okay? And at first he was laughing, which was what I was trying to avoid. And then it kind of like, he realized like, yo. And like his second time, he was like, you okay? Like, you okay? Because like my body, like, y'all, I'm trying to like, ooh, and I was sweat so bad. So it's like, it was hard for me to come home, just to visit, just to spend time, because I don't have, you know what I'm saying? The only place I can stay is at my mama house, because I like walking around in my drawers, y'all. Like, I couldn't be comfortable when I was a kid. And so now it's like, I want to be comfortable. I barely wear anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm home, I want to be comfortable. I'm walking around, I'm chilling, I'm in pajamas. So when people be like, girl, like, or Leah is the main one who be like, you always in here rubbing your feet together, eating your snacks, baby. I didn't have that piece like that in my house. So I have it now. And so I'm sitting here watching movies, or I'm editing, or I'm watching cartoons, because cartoons was used as a weapon. It was like, oh, she gonna be sitting there watching cartoons, an opportunity for me to touch her, an opportunity for me to suck on her breast. So it's like the stuff that y'all were able to enjoy and freely, I didn't. I couldn't. So I think y'all take that for granted. And so it's like, I don't think my friends understand, like, me coming here is like, I'm trying to hit everybody and I'm trying to see everybody, but I also want to be somewhere where I'm comfortable, where, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm spending the night and I'm comfortable. And my body just don't relax like that, period. Even when I'm in the hotel, my body don't really relax like that. So anyway, so that was the thing. It was like, it was hard for her to understand, like, girl, you don't come home. And like, me and my mama wasn't really getting along like that, because I was starting to ask questions now. I was starting to ask, like, girl, what happened? Like, why did it take you so long? Why did it take a $50 check for you to be like, okay, yeah, that's the last straw for me. Yeah, that's it. Why was it when I told you, like, this man is touching me, that you're not doing it? Like, girl, why wasn't that enough? Why wasn't that enough? Why did I have to decide? You know what I'm saying? And so we're kind of, it's not kind of, we're beefing, because we had already had like therapy when we were when I was in a different city. And this was before Tyler was even born, conceived, bacon, whatever. We had therapy then, and the therapy, even listening, and I'm finding out things like, when you're getting signs, it's all meshing, I promise. You're getting signs like he's upset, like he would watch me from the house across the street to see, you know, like, to see what's going on, if the dudes over there are touching me or whatever. Or you're upset and you're fussing at her and telling her, like, you need to pull her from over there. She don't even need to be over there with all them boys anyway. Like, why should she need to be in the house? In the house, she need to be here. Like, and so in therapy, you're saying like, oh, like, now it makes sense why he would be so mad when boys would approach you, or why you know what I'm saying? And like, it's like looking at her and like hearing things in therapy, like, what? And I was so mad with my mom. And then even after, do I want to tell that story? It's the whole situation. Anyway. So it's a whole like a whole domino effect of why I don't come home. And when I do come home, it's a certain amount of time where I'm trying to, you know, divvy up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this amount of hours here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to divvy it up because I want to see everybody and I want to spend time with everybody. But I also, it's like I'm on a limited time, because I also have to protect my mental. I also have to protect Angel. I've been protecting Angel for so long, and it's a lot of times where people don't get that. They don't get that, which is why it's like, I need you to listen to the story time so you will know how detrimental this ish is, and it don't go away. When people be like, oh, you should be over it by now. You should heal. You're just trying to have control over you. How do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of it, bruh? How? And then when I go to therapy and I finally find a good therapist, and the therapist is saying, you don't get over that. That's not something you get over. That's not something you get over. That's something you have to learn how to live with differently. Exactly. So yeah, all that coming to a place, and all that coming to a play when I'm at home. And I'm trying to see everybody, but I can't see everybody because I'm only one person. I'm only one person. I'm only you. Anyway, so I would get that spiel from everybody that I'm close to, and it's like, and I just take it. I just take it. I just listen. I just let, it's like, I just let everybody dump. I just let people dump. Because it's like, I don't even think you realize, or I don't even have a side in this. So I just let y'all dump. I just let y'all dump. Right. And don't feel bad about it anymore. I used to feel very bad about it because it's like, oh, okay, maybe I should come down and make more time. But then when I make time specifically for one person, plan something, plan a weekend, y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to show up. Y'all too busy. I get the hint. Exactly. Anyway. So yeah, so after she goes through that spiel, it all makes sense because y'all know I'm a Capricorn, it gotta make sense. So I'm telling you why, you know what I'm saying, when the spiel comes, because I still get the spills. You know what I'm saying, why I don't come down here. And so it's like, girl, at this opportunity, either you gonna take it or no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like this is the reason why I don't stay long. And and I'm not going back into that. Anyway, so yeah, so it's like I listen to her dump, the usual. And like I said, all my friends do it. I listen to her dump, the usual. And after she get through, dumping, it's like, all right, okay, I'm gonna make time. And then I'm not the person who really want to do the church thing. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Like, if it's an event or something where somebody is like, no, I'm like, no, yeah. Like it's an event or something, it's something that's included in the weekend. Like they had a class reunion. I didn't go. I wanted to go, but I didn't have the money to go. And then it was something else I really wanted to do, and I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed because I really wanted to do that, and that didn't happen. And I also found out some other stuff. Anyway, so yeah, so it was like, okay, yeah, I'll show up. I'll show up because if that's gonna get you to be quiet, I'll show up. I'll show up. And so I don't know if this is a time when no, that was my family reunion. Ooh, should I tell that story? Probably not. That was my family reunion with that. Yeah. So anyway, so I show up. So it's like, okay, girl, when is it? What is the date? What are we doing? What time do I need to be there? And so she was like, okay, yeah, it's on Saturday. I'm gonna speak, and it's like a women's group. So it's not like regular church. It's just all women. Yeah. One thing I've learned, I found out, y'all not really girls. Y'all only want women to be girls when it's concerning a man. Y'all are not really girls. Y'all are not girls. Y'all are envious. Y'all are jealous. Y'all are manipulative. Y'all are calculated. Y'all will do anything and everything to bring down a female, especially if it's concerning a dude. Y'all only want women to be girls, girls when it's the dude involved. I sit back and I watch some nasty ass stuff. Y'all do some manipulative, nasty ass stuff. So when she said that now I'm really skeptic and I'm like, girl, when's the next event? When's the next event? Cause baby, I so much church trauma for me. It's like, girl, where's the next event? What's next on the menu? What's next on the menu? What's next on the schedule, girl? Cause what? She was like, no, you're not even gonna be here long, and I don't have nothing. This is what's like. So you can't show up for me, and a lot of my friends would do that too. They will throw the guilt type situation where it's like, I need you to show up for me, like I haven't been showing up for you already previous years. I've always shown up for people. Always shown up for people. And it seems to be an issue when I want to show up for me. But I've always shown up for people. I even had this conversation with Ty, which is why me and Ty ain't really cool right now. Cause it's like, I've always shown up for you, my guy. And now we're questioning everything. Oh, okay. You're grown now. I don't give two fucks what you think. And that's the space that I'm in. I don't give two fucks what you think. I am showing up for Angel. I can tell you what makes me feel comfortable. I can tell you, hey, I may or may not come. I can tell you, I don't really want to show up, or I'm not, you know what I'm saying, but I might not be able to show up, or hey, this situation, yeah, that's not a good look. So I'm not going to show up. So I would hear that too. So I'll let y'all dump. So anyway, I was like, all right, to get people to be quiet. All right, fine. What's the attire? And so she was like, just regular church attire. Okay. So it's a bunch of women. It's like a women's Saturday meeting brunch, positive word type situation. Positive word type situation. So it's like, oh, okay. All right. Because, yeah, y'all are not girls. Y'all, especially church women. Ooh, y'all are something serious. Do you hear me? And they will use it in the name of the Lord. Mm-hmm. Right. So I was like, okay. So I get dressed for a Sunday morning situation. I got on my nice little burnt orange shirt, and I had this I used to love this skirt. I think I lost that in storage too. This skirt, and it had like a split, but it was open. It had the burnt orange under what you call it, the undercloth. Basically, you know how like some of the dresses now have like the lace, and it's the new undercloth under it, lining under it. This had a burnt orange skirt, and then the lace was like all this pretty design, rainbow looking colors, but it was basically like in the burnt orange sector type situation. Absolutely love this outfit. Had my line. When I put on a dress, I put that ish on. When I get dressed, I get dressed. If I don't have to, all the time, no, baby, you're gonna see me how they see it. You won't catch me how I am. But when I put that ish on, I put that ish on. And I had on my little heels, and it was the faux snake leather, snake print type, but it was gray. That matched the colors of the lining and like in the hem. It was great. I was cute. Had my little hair done. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm cute, or whatever. So I go to her house. Did I go to her house? Or we met? No, we met up. And so now, mind you, she's dressed too. Like she dressed. Like we both dressed like we going to church anniversary. We both dressed like this is a Sunday morning. Mind you, this is Saturday, but we are both dressed like we going to church Sunday morning, church anniversary. We ready for our plate after this is over. So we walk in because we're a little late. Nia is always late. We're a little late. And we walk in. The ladies turn around, looking us up and down. Everybody got on a t-shirt, shorts, and sneakers. Nia. So I'm sitting there with my little Bible in my hand, my little carrier, with my little Bible. And so the host was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you make it," in her t-shirt, jeans, shorts, and sneakers. "Oh, I'm so glad you can make it. I'm so glad you came. Yeah. I'm excited. So y'all can have a seat anywhere. We the only fools in here dressed like church anniversary." Neil got on at this point in time. This is Monique was still fat, huge, thick, whatever you want to call it at the point in time. But at that point in time, I ain't gonna front. I love that Monique. That Monique wasn't a hater. She wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like she was confident. She used to use the line like "I hate you skinny bitches," but that was literally like a line for her what you call it? For her comedy stuff. That Monique, I absolutely loved. Her confidence was top tier. You wasn't you weren't hitting below the belt when it came down to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like after you started losing weight, it was like, ugh, you became the skinny bitches that you hated. But anyway, this is when she had her clothing line. So Nia, at this point in time, maybe not say his name. She had just had her baby. He might have been one. He may have been one or two. But she was kind of thick or whatever. And so she would dress like her church dresses would be the Monique line. When Monique had her dress line. And so she got on her Monique dress line, got her handkerchief, the match and everything. Like, I know it's handkerchief, y'all. And she got, you know what I'm saying? Like, she dressed to the gods too, like it's church anniversary. So we sitting at the table, everybody coming in after us got on shorts, t-shirts, shorts, t-shirts, shorts, t-shirts, and every person that walk in with the shorts and t-shirts, baby, I'm looking at Nia and I'm getting madder and madder. She said, I'm sorry. Oh, are you? I'm sorry. I'm gonna buy you something to eat. Yeah, food is the thing for me. Because what? What are we doing? So everybody coming in looking at us crazy because they're in t-shirts and shorts, and we over here looking like the church mothers on the front pew, dressed down for church anniversary. So they had different speakers because I asked, I said, "Girl, how long this lasts?" She was like, "Oh, it shouldn't be long, it's quick." No, we got multiple speakers. And I don't know what it is that's on my forehead that when I'm in a church setting for people that want to call me, baby, quit calling. Don't call me. And all these other speakers are like, "Oh yeah, you're dressed really pretty. I'm going to use you as an example." So now I got to ask the questions. No, I don't want to stand up in church when it's like, who's a new visitor? Because then you become the target and here come all these other people that want to talk to you. No, I don't even want to introduce myself in a meeting at work. No, leave me alone. If I'm doing my job, leave me alone. Period. Like, what do you have to talk about? What do we have to talk about? Nothing. Anyway. So finally, Nia is the last person, and you are finally get up there to speak. Baby, stomach growling. You get up, you speak, and then it was like, My best friend, my sister told me that I can't use any of our stories. You sure can't. You sure can't. I already been used as an example by all these other people who don't know me. You sure can't. So after she finished her story or whatever, well, I mean, not her story, but her teaching. And so I was like, okay, yeah, you did good. And so she was like, you mad, live it. Live it. Live it. Because first of all, I made me put on a dress that I did not have to put on. I could have came in here in sneakers and in some shorts and a t-shirt. Like, so I could have been in here comfortable while I ignore all these other people just to support you. Because you, and then you didn't say women's thing, so you kind of hit me with the women thing. And I'm hungry. So, girl, where we going to eat at? So we went to go eat. And after we left there, we went to go see one of our classmates who had just had one of her babies had passed away. So we went to go see her. And I hadn't seen her in a long time. And so we went, to her. At this point in time, she had owned a store. I don't think she owned a store anymore. But we went to and sit and chat with her or whatever. And then we went back to Neil's house, and Neil was like, you still mad? And I was like, oh, it's gonna take me a minute and I'm about to go home. And so she was like, why are you mad? I said, girl, you had me sitting here dressed like we going to church anniversary. You ain't even know. Look at you. You ain't even know. You didn't even know the dress code. Anyway, that's the story time of, girl, you got me dressed. Church anniversary. Already uncomfortable when it comes down to church, ladies. Don't try it though. Anyway, I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, that's the right mic. I was supposed to charge the mics yesterday. I keep playing with y'all in these mics. I think that's the right one. I think we should be good. Anyway. Maybe I'm throwing this bra away because good God. All right. If that wasn't the right mic, it would have blinked by now. Let's get into it. What is this? Am I tripping? I don't know. Where you come from?